What's up, you guys? Welcome back to my channel. How's it going? So today I filmed how I get my cut eyebrow because I have been getting a lot of questions on how I fill my eyebrows with the cut in it. So I decided I'd just go ahead and show you guys. It's really short, simple, sweet, nothing too special to it. That's what today's video is going to be about. I will be uploading a video every Thursday, so make sure you turn on your notifications. Every Thursday there's gonna be a new video, whether it's a get ready with me. Hopefully soon I'll be doing like lookbooks, more fashion stuff too. Be on the lookout for new content every Thursday. Before we go ahead and get into the tutorial, make sure you thumbs this up, subscribe down below. I mean, it's free. Doesn't everyone like free stuff? And if you want to see how I do my cut eyebrow, then go ahead and keep on watching. Alright, so let's get started. So this is what my brow looks like. I actually cut it some time ago because I'm just like, what the hell, why not? 99% of the time I fill in my brow with the cuts in it. So I was like, you know what, I'm just gonna cut it to make it easier. You technically do not have to. It's optional. Before, what I would do is pretty much take some soap, part where you want the cuts to be, because that's what I would do before. Granted, my hairs are a lot thinner too, so keep in mind if you have thicker brow hair, it's gonna be a little bit more difficult for you to do this if it's not cut, because it's gonna be a lot to work around. Unlike myself, don't have too much to work with. So first, what I like to do is, of course, just brush all the little hairs up. The little hairs I do have. Brush them up. Then I'm gonna go in with my Benefit Brow, and this is in the number 6, and we're gonna go ahead and use this to fill in our brow. So I'm just gonna dip my brush in there, and I use the same brush that came with it. For some reason, I just find that it's easier. And we're gonna start at the bottom of the brow, and we're gonna kind of sketch out where we want our arch and everything to be. So I'm gonna start at the very front of the brow, slowly work my way towards the middle. So now once I start to get towards the cuts, so where you see where this cut is and that is, I'm gonna keep it very light because we're gonna go over that with concealer anyway, so there's no need to have a super harsh line. And this is just gonna ensure that everything is in sync, and so that everything looks like almost one and you just cut it literally, if that makes any sense. So now that we've got that line done, what I'm gonna do is take the product and I'm gonna start to push it up. One thing I find that makes a natural looking brow is when you take the product and push it up and back. So in like a sweeping motion, I guess. I find that it creates more of a natural brow compared to just filling it in like that on the tail end, because I don't like to have the super sculpted brows. I like to have some shape to them, yes, but I don't want them to be super sculpted. And I find that this technique has been most helpful for me keeping the brow not so sculpted, but more on the natural side. And I'm just gonna fill in majority of the front half here. And then you can go in and fill in the wing. That's super easy to do with that. Nothing different I do for that, except for when I get towards where it's divided, I use the edge of my brush and I put it right against it and I just push down so that we can ensure that we have as straight of a line as possible, so that when we go over it with concealer, it makes it easier. So pretty much we're trying to create less work for us to do and less cleanup. And in the middle, I'm gonna do the same thing. So right where there's a line, I'm gonna go right up against where the edge of the brush is and then just push back a little bit. It's like coloring in a box pretty much. Think of it that way. And then I'm just gonna fill the rest of it in. And then towards the front of the brow, I'm gonna do the same thing and just press it up against the side, and then we're gonna sweep backwards. So now that we've got everything all filled in, or filled in for now, because I mean we can go back and touch it up, I'm I'm gonna go in with some concealer and clean everything up. And I've been using the NARS Radiant Creamy Concealer, and this is in the color Caramel. As you know, if you follow me on Facebook, that I am no longer using Tarte products. So with that being said, this is what we're gonna do to go ahead and clean up our brow to make it look nice and creamy, nice and clean. And I'm using a Morphe M432. It's just a flat brush. I find like something like this helps a lot more, especially towards the front of the brow, making sure everything is really crisp. And when you get to these little lines, cleaning that up makes it so much easier. Trying to make sure that it at least matches with the other brow here. So now that we've got the bottom filled in, we're gonna go ahead and clean up the little lines here. So I'm gonna take that same concealer and slowly start to clean up where the cut is. So it's gonna create a nice crisp line. So just like that. So now I'm just gonna go ahead and clean up the top of the brow. And then I'm just gonna go back up and touch up a couple of parts. So that's how I do my cut brow. So super easy, super simple. Just make sure you take your time. Try to keep everything in a good enough shape and then just work from there. And that pretty much sums everything up. Thanks so much for watching, guys. Don't forget to subscribe and leave comments down below on any requests and videos you guys want to see. And I will see you in my next video. Deuces.